Hey, you need to get a grip. Nah, I'm just joking. But you do need snow chains on your vehicle when you're driving up snowy or icy mountain roads. If you're planning on coming up the hill, always carry chains in the boot of your car. Mountain weather can change really quickly and it's great to be prepared. If you're a first-time chain fitter like Danny behind the camera, it's really important to have a practice putting them on before you get up the hill. Just make sure you take them off before you drive through town. Chances are that when you do need to put your chains on, it's going to be really horrible weather, so make sure that you've got them untangled and in the back of your boot ready to go. Drive up the road until you reach the chain fitting area. There will be a sign telling you where to fit your chains and the Cardrona chain crew will be on hand to help you out. Chains fit on both front wheels of most vehicles except for rear wheel drive vehicles or vehicles with ABS sensors, and in that case you fit both of them on the back. Just like you and me, chains come in all different shapes and sizes, so I have 3 different types of chains to show you how to fit today. Here we have some low profile chains. What I've done is I've laid them out. What you need to do is you need to find the gap in the middle and swing them round, and then come around to the back of the tyre and just lay them out straight. So you want to grab the back of the chain on both sides. Now if you're like me and you're quite short, you might have to get right up in there. So you just want to do that one up, like so, and then pull your chains forward to the front of your tyre. You might have to give them a bit of a tug. The next thing you want to do is the chain down the bottom of the tyre. Then you want to do the chain up at the top. Now last but not least is you want to add a tensioner. This just makes sure your chains are extra tight. I normally go opposite to opposite. Need to put a bit of woman power into this. Think about this as they're not like, it's not like a glamorous thing. Once you've fitted your chains, drive forward about 10 meters and just make sure that they're nice and tight and nothing's come loose. The general rule of thumb when taking your chains off is to work backwards from where you finished. So we'll start with the tensioners, then we'll do the top clip, the bottom clip. You might need to rotate your wheel depending on where the clips are, just so you can reach them. And then you want to get the back clip. Once the clips are all undone, you want to pull your chains off. And then you might just need to move your wheel forward so that you can get your chain out from underneath. Then you want to pull them out, give them a good shake, and then fold them up so that they're ready for the next time you use them. These little babies are the next chains we're going to fit. And you'll notice there's a long end and a short end. So you want to lay them on the ground and find the long end and then thread that around the rear of the wheel and hook those up behind the back of the wheel. Okay, so we start at the top and we grab the little loop here and hook that over. Then we grab the bottom of the chain and we push this part down here, thread that through like that, close it, and then you just give it a good tug. Lastly, you want to grab this here, pop it in there, and they should be pretty tight, but we're just going to drive forward and check to make sure. So I'm just going to give these a wee check, tighten them up if you need to, and you're good to go. Just like all chains, you want to take these off the same way you put them on, but backwards. So we'll start with this, and then just push that hook down, thread that back through. This little chain at the front, and the wee hook at the back. You might have to get right up underneath there, and just hook that off, pull them down. Once you pull those down, you might have to drive forward just a little bit to make sure that the chains aren't stuck underneath the wheel. And then you're good to go. Last but not least, we're going to fit these here. So the top part is only broken once, and that's the part we want to put behind the wheel. So what you want to do is grab that and slide it over the rear of the wheel, and then grab all the other bits of the chain and pull them forward. All right, the first thing you want to do is connect the chain up at the back. Next up, you want to do the chain up at the bottom at the front of the wheel, like that. What do I do with this one? So the last thing you want to do is grab this big hook at the front and thread that through, like that, and then pull it towards you, and you'll see there's this little extra lonely link here, and you want to pull that up, pop it through there, and make sure that it's tight in this wee gap. Then you're going to drive forward and make sure that nothing is bashing and everything's tight. Bashing, what a good word. Okay, when taking these chains off, make sure that this link is down the bottom of your wheel. And then we want to start by taking the tensioner off. So you just pull that up, slide this little link off, and then you want to take this bottom link off. Then you want to do a sneaky wee reach around the bottom and undo the back link. And then you want to reach over the back of the tyre, grab the loop and pull it forward. And that's how you take your chains off. And then you're going to have to drive your wheel back over to pull your chain out from underneath. I got to stop doing finger guns to the camera. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty tired now, so I gotta go. I know that, you know, chains can be pretty boring at times, but with a happy attitude and a pair of gloves and a head torch and some old clothes, it can be really fun.